Hello, this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your Sankofa fast forward reading for Cancer for the month of May. About to say March. For the month of May, we wish we could return back and say, no, don't go past there and keep it where we were able to free and move about the country, like Southwest Airlines. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what things from your past loved one states that they see that needs to be changed, or what kind of advice that they could give us in certain areas along this twin flame journey. This is going to be helpful because using your ancestors or your past loved ones as a guide is great, because you know that they loved you. They're coming from a place that they were also human as once upon a time, but also now we know they're in a pure state of unconditional love form that they have transferred, transitioned into. So this is why we use our past loved ones as our guides as well, because they're like one that's like on our team, you know. For several reasons, because we were once upon a time related to them. Okay, so now let's look Cancer. Let's look and see, clear, what loved one wants to step up and help us today. Help us with this. Say what's going on with you month of May, Cancer. Dr. Graham. Okay. So this one's hot topic. So, okay, this one here, this person had a little baggage in life here. But they still call themselves working at it, making sure that they had enough of what they needed in life. And they really tried to go within to kind of conquer, which time when I look at this, look like some of the demons, some things that need to be dead, need to be buried. It was some things there. This male figure. But this person had some baggage. This is what I'm seeing. He had some baggage about some things. So, but he got knowledge about it. And so he was able to use this knowledge as well to maybe even give advice to others, give advice to you, whoever it was. But he learned from this, and this helped him, although this is something maybe even to his grave he took with him, this baggage, this maybe semi-heavy burden that he had. So keep that in mind, whoever that may be for you, Cancer. All right, clear. So now let's look at what's the heart of the matter from this person's vantage point about you on this twin flame journey. He said he wants you to keep an open mind. He said, especially with a person from where he come from that's got this kind of clear, he's about to say shady background, where he's got this background that's, you know, is full of a lot of things, some burdens, some traumas, some things. He's been through some things. It's not somebody just like, I just talk about it, I read about it. It's like, no, I lived it. So he said keep an open mind. He said your soul may differ from your usual type and expectations. I keep on hearing this person say, don't throw it out with don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. They thinking that sometimes because some of these things that you see differently about this person, you ready to just throw them clear on out. It's like, nope, no good, reject, next. But they're saying, you know, you've gotten some messages in the bottle from spirit that has told you about this person. The stork represents like a rebirth, birth of something new. And then it's like starfish here, which to me is like in your thinking. This person has been a person has got wishes and hopes fulfilled with this. And it's been communicated to you in your emotions. You've gotten this message that spirit had brought to you about this person. What is hiding? Clear. What are you hiding according to them? Let's do that again. Oh, I liked it that better. Fated to suffer. Why you having a problem of having this open mind is because you have a problem of the way you're seeing things. It's very miscued. It's not really in focus. This card here represents the card that it looks like as if this is Snow White with the evil witch. But in actuality, when I read the book, it stated that this was actually an example of an old woman just actually helping a young woman who needed something to eat, and they offered them an apple. So just from us, even ourselves, looking at that picture and seeing it, we can see how we take something that's very pure and innocent and base it upon stories or experiences that we have heard in the past. And this is what you are doing, Cancer. You're looking at stories and things of the past, and you are applying it for now. And this is why you are having a problem, according to this male figure, having a problem, relative, having a problem seeing this person for what they can offer for the table, and it's different from what you're used to. Okay, let's look. What life changes do they see happening for you for the month of May? Clear. End of an era, same like the Aries. They saying with you, they see that it's going to be an end of a chapter. So things are ending for you, okay? And it's looking like it's moving to the area. I see this butterfly here. You got to eliminate some things because I see brown, but he also has black and white wings, which means you're going in the era of things because now things are becoming very clear. And it's getting written in black and white. It's not no gray issues in between. It's either you're doing it or not. Are you moving from the light into the dark, or from the dark into the light? Or you're learning how to marry both of those two things. But it's not one other than the other. It's understanding how to create a balance with where you are or where you're moving into. And so that's what they're saying. It's an end of an era. What are you, Cancers? What are they surrendering? Woo, excuse me. Got to release some things. Definitely got to release. What are the Cancers? What are they releasing? Surrender to receiving support from others. Surrender to receiving support and love, right? Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. This is what's going on. Letting the other ones love you. Letting the other ones help you. Let the other ones assist you. That could be in the 3D world as well so as the 5D world as well. Just let them kind of help you. Call on your angels. Now, in order for you to get help from your angels, you or even guys or anybody is from the 50, you got to give them permission to do it because they're going to stand there and kind of sit there and see you kind of going. It's not a cruelty thing, but that's just the law of they can't not do anything unless you give them permission to be able to do that. It's not like they see me suffering. You know, they're going to do the best way. They kind of circumvent the system a little bit. But they don't do too much that it really involves you. You know, like you might be ready to trip over something and maybe they might move the basket out the way before you trip over. Okay, that they don't need to ask permission for that for you because they see that's going to harm you. But if it's something that you ask, like you like take this pain away, Archangel Michael, which they have the capacity to do that, I have to ask, I have to tell him, Archangel Michael, this pain that I'm feeling in my heart, please help to purify this from me from all space and time and timelines. Help to draw that out of me. Okay, now he can say, okay, I can take my sword and take it out of you because you asked for it. But I can't sit up there and say, please take this pain away if I didn't ask him specifically to be able to do that. Okay, the next one is surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Again, so you're even unique and different. And so they say, understand the magic of who you are. So why would you not think that you would not draw somebody else as magical or as unique as you are? Okay, like attracts like. So do not sit up there, Cancer, and get scared because you're drawing somebody who is not like you. Let's see, what some characteristics they say that Cancers have. You're calm, conscientious, So you're too conscientious for you to not be having an open mind here. Domestic, imaginative, introverted. Okay, so you gotta be open now. Intuitive, moody, quiet, protective, prudent, sensitive, sympathetic, and tenacious. Self-pitying, sulky, touchy, and unstable. Well, you're going to have to kind of get unstable. Cancer, according to what I'm reading off this chart here, some of your characteristics here. So you got to get stable on this idea of having this person step into your life. What is the divine, clear? What is the divine, energies or powers they want you to kind of concentrate on? You did bring it to me and I shoved it down. Let's see, but I just didn't feel like it was that. The God of obstruction. I like that. In your thinking, you got to kind of right now, even if things are obstructing, coming and blocking you and telling you, no, not right now, you got to be able to come to that point of understanding to look around there. Some of these things that you have, you believe that are obstructions, such as these differences that's happening with you and this divine counterpart, that is really not. You got to be a God. I mean, you got to look above that, fly above it, and get a more aerial view to really see, is there truly obstruction there? Love you too. Or is that something that I'm putting in place there? You know, is it really truly is? So you got to watch this. I say some of your characteristics, cancers that can kind of go against you. You got to really be able to do that. Block yourself from things that are not good. I see a mouse here, which means you playing yourself small. I see a elephant on his chest, which to me represents you being nostalgic about some things, especially in the heart center there, about things matters of the heart there, and you being nostalgic about what had happened in the past, and you can't really kind of go by that. Okay, what is the message according to this person? Clear. Your loved one that has a little baggage, but he said that he learned to gain some knowledge from that. So, and this came to me as well. Release toxic relationships, okay? So right now, these things, whoever you're relating to as well, may not be helping you to know who the magic you are, and that's going to keep you also maybe in that headspace. It's time to enter an era. This toxic, like I fork in the road, this toxic relationship could also be with yourself. You could be also circulating a level of toxicity just with yourself about some of the things that you're thinking. Cancer. So I say death is an illusion. So maybe some of you all are scared of really doing that. I know cancers, that's my dad. He didn't like changes. He was not flexible. He didn't like it. He did not like it. He would get in there and maybe he would change by it, but he didn't like that right off the bat about that. So ending things, you got to end something to begin something. It just has to happen. Abundance is your right. It is your birthright. So really having this abundance in the form of a relationship is one that works to your advantage, and remember that it is. So of course, if you're very unique, as they said, of a person, you're going to attract somebody who's equally unique in their own different way, but it might be in a different level or same level as you, but it might be a different form of expressing it. And so just remember that if divine had bought that, a source or powers that be had bought that to you, then guess what? They're saying that this is really the best that we can offer you, and this is really your abundance in the form of this person. So don't be afraid if these things come out totally different than what you know. All right, that is the end of this reading for you, Cancer. If you would like to have your own Sankofa Fast Forward reading, I'm offering it for $11.11. It's just a 4-card draw. It talks about who's the relative that's coming up to help you, this past loved one. It talks about the heart of the matter. It talks about what's your challenges or your blocks for you to be able to have whatever it is. And then also we're talking about what's the solution. So that's a 4-card spread for you for just $11.11. You do not have to be present. These are video readings that I have. So as soon as they're finished, I will send you the link for your reading, so you can, when you do your scheduling for me, I will just, only thing that I need, I don't do readings according to the time that you put in. All that does is help me to know in my queue of readings who scheduled who before what, and I get notifications, and I go in the order of the readings in which I receive. Okay. All right then. So until next time, stay go to divineunionsouls.co if you're interested in getting a reading. All right, just like this. Yeah, but modified to 4 cards. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste. Namago. Love you.